everybody, and welcome back to the Keri Runs 100 Miles YouTube channel. So today is a little bit different. Today I am going to kind of do a little book review, a book, I don't know what you would call it. It's a book that I really liked, and so I thought it's kind of along the lines of self-helpy, but not in that cheesy kind of self-helpy way. Warning, asterisk, footnote, all that kind of stuff. The title has a blurred out bad word in it, so if you are easily offended by a particular word, which you'll see here in a minute, you might just want to not do this. I won't say the word, but it is in there, and it is in the book numerous times, because it's just who these guys are. So it's a book called The Hidden Power of Bleeping Up by the Try Guys. I know it sounds crazy because we all know that I'm not really, I don't cuss, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm a pretty straight-laced conservative Jesus girl. But so if you're not familiar with who the Try Guys are, let me give you a little footnote. So they used to work for a company called Buzzfeed, which I'm sure you guys have all taken that quiz from one of them at some point. But they started out probably like 4 or 5 years ago, just being the guys that tried weird stuff. And sometimes not even weird, just tried stuff. Like the first video they ever did was men trying women's underwear, which is hysterical, and if you can watch it, it's hilarious. But their whole concept is, hey, let's just try stuff. I mean, hence why their name is the Try Guys. And a couple years ago, they decided to leave Buzzfeed and start their own YouTube channel. And so they just do, sometimes they're crazy things, like trying knitting or trying pottery, or sometimes it's really interesting, almost scientific experiments where, like, they did a 4-part series on driving while one intoxicated, high, sleepy, and texting. And so some of it is very like, let's do some societal change, and sometimes it's just, let's just have fun and do stupid stuff. Anyway, so I've been watching them on and off for a few years, and when they started their own YouTube channel, they came out with this book. And so I have obviously many times confessed to being an extreme perfectionist and having total fear of failure. And because fear of failure leads to not being perfect, which for a long time, I don't talk about my story a whole lot, but for a long time, my desire to be loved and that kind of thing was tied to whether or not I was perfect. And so I for very many years, I equated failure with not being perfect, which led me to believe that I was unlovable. And so it's a really dark time of my particular story, but it's made me who I am, and I've come through that. If you haven't watched my video on why I ran a marathon and didn't tell anyone, I talk about that a lot in there, about just really being held captive by the need to be perfect and the need to have people like me and being a people pleaser, and how I kind of broke through those chains by training for that first marathon. But what's kind of funny is I have this huge fear of failure, and then there's these 4 crazy guys who have made a career out of failing, sometimes succeeding, but at least being okay with failing. And I've never been okay with failing, and so I think that's why I've always been kind of intrigued by them, is they're okay with failing. They're okay with saying, I'm gonna try it. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, that's okay too. But they're comfortable in failing. They're comfortable in, so the name of the book is The Hidden Power of Effing Up. But they're okay with effing up. They're okay with messing up. And one thing I love, so I'm a dork, so I highlighted and underlined stuff in the book. But in like the first chapter where they're kind of explaining why they're doing this book, it says, where most self-help books are going to teach you how to be someone else, we're going to teach you how to embrace who you already are. And it says, welcome to life, you're going to fail. And so, thanks guys, yay, that's what we all want to hear, but it's true. And I think I just loved their honesty, because I'm not gonna lie, I picked up the book thinking it would be a big joke, not a big joke, because I know they worked hard on it, that was the wrong thing to say, guys, but I thought it would just be very, just kind of jokey, here's the stuff the fun stuff we did. But it really was really introspective about their personal life and about how they grew up and how that impacted who they became. And I could definitely see parts of my story in each of their kind of backgrounds. And so just to be able to kind of delve a little deeper, and I'm going to be honest, I suck at reading nonfiction books. I don't typically go through them very well. I've done many challenges and have never finished them, but I actually finished this one, so you know that has to say something. It's entertaining, it's thought-provoking, it obviously makes you laugh because they are the Try Guys and that kind of stuff, but it really challenged me to be okay with messing up, to be okay when those runs don't go very well, those times where my nutrition is off, or those times when I fail outside of running. It's definitely gave me a new perspective on just trying new things and not being scared. And so I just thought that was really cool. And like I said, it is funny because, hey, they're the Try Guys. Just warning, if you watch their videos, sometimes they bleep out the bad words, sometimes they don't, so just warning you ahead of time that you cannot get mad at me later if you come back here and say, blah, 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 they say cuss words. I'm warning you in advance that sometimes they bleep them out and sometimes they don't. So I thought it might be kind of fun, and they might never watch this video, and that's fine. But the Try Guys are all about trying things, so I thought I would throw out a little challenge to them. I'll tag them in this, and like I said, they might never see it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So the Badger Trail 100 is August 1st and 2nd of next year. At the race, there are actually several events going on. There's a half marathon, a full marathon, a 50K, a 50 miler, a 100K, and a 100 miler. So I would like to throw a challenge out there to the Try Guys to try trail running, and more importantly, to try and train to do one of those races at the Badger 100. I think you would love it, particularly Eugene, because he already likes hiking and that kind of stuff and being outdoorsy, and he's kind of, sorry guys, but let's be honest, he's probably the most athletic out of you guys. It's done through a group called 10 Junk Miles Racing. You can also follow their podcast, 10 Junk Miles. It's hilarious. Try Guys, I think you would love it because it's kind of your brand of humor. So it's out there. I would love for you guys to come and join me while I am running, even if you just want to come and make a pit stop and see what it's all about. August 1st and 2nd, 10 Junk Miles Racing, the Badger 100. It's actually the Badger Trail Races, and it encompasses all those different lengths. So don't be afraid to F it up, guys, but come out and give it a try. So that is my book review of The Hidden Power of Bleeping Up. Again, if the word offends you, it's bleeped out technically. But anyway, it's just a great book for rewiring your thinking about failing and how we view failure, and how you view kind of what you do in your life through kind of the scope and the lens of 4 crazy guys who try stuff and aren't afraid to fail. So go check it out. I bought this one. I think I actually got it at Barnes & Noble as well. But I will put the title and that kind of stuff down in the comments. And that is it for now. And I will see you guys soon with another Monday Confessions. Have a great day.